AI versus human intelligence. It sounds like the ultimate showdown, right? The machine versus its maker. But is it really a competition? That's what we're diving into today.
And let's make this personal right from the start. This isn't some far-off abstract idea. We're talking about AI versus, well, you. When it really comes down to it, thinking, solving problems, being creative, who actually thinks better?
All right, so before we let the bell ring, let's properly introduce the two contenders stepping into the ring of cognition.
First up, in the blue corner, artificial intelligence, or AI. This is the challenger, the powerful machine mind. It's built to do things that, honestly, we used to think were only for us humans, like learning, reasoning, and tackling complex problems.
And in the red corner, the reigning champion, human intelligence. Now, this isn't just about crunching numbers. We're talking about this incredible, messy, beautiful mix of consciousness, self-awareness, creativity, and all those social and emotional smarts we use every single day just to get by.
Okay, introductions are done. Let's get right into the main event, the Core Showdown. This is all about pitting that raw, brute force power of AI against the deep, profound understanding of the human mind. And right away, you see this huge trade-off. AI has just mind-boggling speed. It can shoot through billions of data points in the time it takes you to blink. But then there's us. We might be slower, but we're masters at reading between the lines. Catching that hint of sarcasm in a text or understanding the feeling behind a piece of music.
And a huge reason for our special skills, it comes down to our biological hardware. Get this, the average human brain has something like 86 billion neurons, and each one of those is like its own super powerful little processor, all linked together in this network that's so complex we're frankly still just scratching the surface of how it all works.
And that biological difference leads to another major split. See, AI runs on pure cold logic and data. It follows the rules, it calculates probabilities, but us? We run on intuition, on those gut feelings. We use emotional intelligence to make split-second decisions in really tricky social situations, and that's something you just can't easily program into a machine.
Okay, so let's really get into it now. We're putting specific skills on trial. It's time for a head-to-head analysis.
So who wins where? Well, if you look at something like raw calculation speed or finding patterns in huge amounts of data, yeah, AI is the undisputed champ, no contest. But when you need creative, out-of-the-box thinking to solve a weird new problem, humans still take the prize.
Let's be clear, AI has some serious advantages. I'm talking about a flawless photographic memory. It can spot tiny, subtle patterns in, say, financial markets or medical scans that a human eye would just glide right over. And the big one, it never gets tired. It just keeps going, 24/7, no coffee breaks needed.
But then, there's the human touch. And this is where it gets interesting. Things like empathy, just plain old common sense, true creativity and originality, and maybe most importantly, our ability to make ethical and moral calls. You could say these are our superpowers.
And this is where the whole story takes a huge turn. Because what if we've been looking at this all wrong? What if this versus mindset, this competition, is totally missing the point? What if the real future isn't about AI against us, but AI with us?
That idea completely flips the script. The question isn't who wins anymore. The real, much more exciting question is, what can we build together? And seriously, the potential there it's absolutely massive.
So how does that actually work? Well, you can think of it like a simple three-step playbook. Step 1, let the AI do the heavy lifting. Let it process all that crazy, vast data. Step 2, a human, an expert, steps in to interpret what the AI found. They add the context, the ethics, the goals. And then, step 3, that partnership creates a breakthrough, a solution that neither one could have possibly reached on their own.
And hey, this isn't some sci-fi movie concept. It's literally happening right now. Think about medicine. An AI can scan thousands of MRIs and flag a tiny anomaly that might be a tumor. Then, a doctor uses their expertise to make the final diagnosis for that specific patient. The result? Faster, more accurate disease detection. Or look at art. An AI can generate incredible visual ideas, and a human artist can then curate, refine, and turn that into a true masterpiece. It's a team effort.
So, when you zoom out, what does all this mean for the future of, for the future of thought itself? Where do we go from here? What does our mental world even look like in this new era?
There's this quote that just nails it perfectly. The goal of AI is not to replicate the human mind, but to create a partnership that extends it. That's it, right there.
It's not about making a copy of us. It's about building a tool that helps us go further than we ever could alone.
So that leaves us with one last really important thought to chew on. Maybe the real question isn't whether machines will ever think like us. Maybe the real game-changing question is, how will they help us think better, deeper, and more creatively than we ever have before?